Hello, and thank you for joining me. My name is Natasha Musavi with the Education team at SMPS headquarters. Today I'm going to review our annual chapter education report and how to browse through the content to get the most out of all the data we've collected from you, the chapter leaders. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. First, I'd like to review the actual template that you do fill out at the beginning of each programming year. And the programming years are, the programming year is from September 1st to August 31st the following year. So here's the actual template that you do receive at the beginning of the year, and each year to go ahead and fill out. You list your chapter name at the top, and then we have a breakdown of the program types that are the most common reported from all chapters. We have seminars, workshops, panels, webinars, which have been very popular in the past couple years, and special events. Now, under the special event category, we'd like to have, it varies. We have holiday functions, any kind of social gathering, networking events, anything that your chapter has held that you're not sure what kind of category it falls under, go ahead and place it under the special event category. Okay, so here is the type of information we request from you. The program title, the program date, the presenters or speakers, however many there were, and then a breakdown of the program type, which was listed earlier up here, and a program description. Now, you can go ahead and list either a few sentences about the program or go ahead and list the entire session description along with learning objectives. We will go ahead and narrow that down for you to kind of put that in the education report. But the more information you can supply about the program, the better. And then we like to capture the member rate and the non-member rate. We like to see what the price differentiation is that our chapters are offering between members and non-members. And then we like to break down also the number of attendees, members versus non-members. If you could capture that, that would be fantastic. Which domain it falls under of all the 6 domains we have. And then average evaluation score. Now, several chapters, most of the chapters actually, are providing evaluations at the end of the programs, and they can report that on a 1 to 5 scale. This is very valuable to us since we do like to capture, what program worked for your chapter and the evaluations and how it ties into the speakers and the actual topic itself. And then if it was worth any kind of credit or CEUs, you'd like to list it there. How long was the program? Now, the report itself has 25 already filled out here, the program titles. Now, if you have more than that, please feel free to add more. We'd like to have all the programs and events your entire chapter has held. Obviously, if you have less, go ahead and fill out up to 25 programs here in the chapter report. And if you need any more additional help, please feel free to email me, and I can get you additional resources on that template there. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and jump to an actual finalized report that we have here from the 2012-2013 programming year. And here it lists all the programs that have been held from September 1st, 2012 through August 31st of 2013. At the beginning of the report, you'll see a program summary. This kind of just breaks down what was held at all the chapters, kind of a summary and average. You can see that there was 952 programs being reported from all chapters, and then a pie chart to demonstrate what exactly was being held and what was the most popular. And then there's a cool little infographic here. We had about 33,000 members attending programs, or members and non-members, and approximately 38% of them were non-members attending chapter events. Panels were very popular, and then kind of a breakdown of all the different types of programs that we had. Also, an average registration rate for members and non-members. So I guess the average price differentiation is about $20 difference between members and non-members. And these are all averages here. Okay, and then we can go ahead and move forward. Now, the education report is broken down in a couple of different ways. First, it's broken down by program summary by the chapter. So you can go ahead and scroll down. And starting with the Alabama chapter, you'll see exactly what they reported. And moving forward, there are several other chapters down here. So for the 2012-2013 year, we have the chapter name right at the top. Then we sorted by, we have event date, the program type, the program title, the speakers that were involved, the domains that it falls under, and it can always be more than one domain, of course, listed here. Ratings, again, evaluations from your attendees, very valuable to us. The number of attendees in total, and then the registration fees, member versus non-member on pricing. And you can scroll through and kind of see exactly what was going on for each chapter. You can see that some chapters listed only educational events, whereas some definitely included all their special events and happy hours and networking events. That's what we highly encourage. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and skip over to page 69, where you'll see another breakdown here of the program summaries, and this is sorted by domains. So we'll go ahead and start with domain 1, marketing research, and then you'll see it where all the other information from the template that we've requested from you, it becomes available here. We have, again, the program titles, and this is where the session description comes into play. We like to have very detailed information about what your topic was, a little bit more of a breakdown and learning objectives into what the session was. We can hear, oh, look, that program was a rating of 4.5, which is very high, and then what kind of program was it? Again, the speakers, which chapter hosted it, and then the program date. Here we go ahead and break down, again, which we had listed earlier, the number of attendees. Now we see member and non-members listed in here as well. And then the rating evaluations, very helpful. And then the number of credits that the program was worth. Now we like to remind you, always remember to include all events, even if they do not count towards CEUs. And this includes networking events, new member orientations, holiday parties, luncheons, any kind of charity events, golf outings, the list goes on. If there's any kind of event that you do put on, we'd like to have that captured in the education report. It's very important to see what all chapters are hosting, and then for neighboring chapters to see what else is going on in your area. It's great to report all the information, whether it counts towards continuing education units or not. And we'll jump back to the education report again. At the end of the report, you'll see that, so domain 1 itself, we have page 1 of 36. So there are 36 pages in this report that are just dedicated to all the programs that domain 1, marketing research, has that our chapters have hosted. And I'm not going to go scrolling through all the entire domains, but you'll see that it's very in-depth. And then this is a huge resource to everyone else that's going on, all these chapter programs that are going on near you and what worked, and just a great breakdown of all this information here. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and jump to page 243 in this report here, and then you'll see your chapter contacts. All the education and programs chairs, thank you for all your help. Everyone who's contributed to this report will have your chapter name here, committees, program education committee here, and your name, and then contact info. So if you see a program that you think, oh, that's cool, I would love to have that at my program, go ahead and reach out to these folks here. They would know exactly how to reach out to the speaker, or perhaps how to get that program over at your event. Or just a little bit more feedback on the actual program itself. It sounds really cool, I'd like to host it at my chapter. Reach out to these folks. They are in the know, and they're the ones who provided all this information to me for the reports. Okay, so programs and education events, thank you so much for all your hard work you've done collecting and capturing all this detailed information that goes into this report. It's not in vain as we use these reports each year to see what works for your chapter. Obviously, it's a huge resource and very valuable document to all chapter leaders and for us at SMPS headquarters to use for future education planning. And please remember that all the staff here at SMPS is available to assist you with all your programming needs. And here's my contact information. Please feel free to reach out to me directly if you have any specific questions about this report. I hope this presentation was helpful today, and thank you so much for watching.